want to do is want to pick one of the four immeasurables, and then you can do all the others at home. And what we're going to do is take one of the immeasurables and embody it, like I talked about from the beginning of the lecture. You want to embody the immeasurable so it can actually have an effect at the immunological level, not just at the intellectual level. Okay? Yeah. Well, I guess we if we drop the we better need the lights on. Leave them on because otherwise they won't be able to. Okay. So what we'll do, here's the technique to relax. What you want to do is you want to put both of your feet flat on the floor. And I'm going to show you mind-body codes rather than intellectual codes. And then we'll take one of the four immeasurables. Why don't we say empathic joy? Empathic joy. And with the empathic joy, with the immeasurables, what it is that you are actually celebrating other people's triumphs and joy, which takes you out of envy and it takes you out of jealousy. So the technique, the usual technique, is for you to imagine people that you love and that they're having something good happening to them, and you allow yourself to enjoy their triumphs. Then you go to a neutral person, somebody that you really have nothing positive or negative about them, and you imagine them. And then the most difficult one is the one when you imagine empathic joy for your enemies. That's where we're going to clean up. If you do it just with a cognitive, it doesn't work as well. It causes, I think, the illnesses that I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is we're going to embody each one of them and see how it feels in your body, and make sure that all you do is just breathe. Don't try to intellectually think it. Just breathe into the tension that you feel. So what you want to do is you want to pick someone you love, someone who's kind of neutral, and your greatest enemy. Somebody that you feel very envious, or that you feel very angry, or that you feel very jealous. And that's how it works best. So what you do is you close your eyes, and if you have glasses, you can take off your glasses. There's no pressure in your eyes. And first feel grounded. What you do is you feel both of your feet touching the floor so you can feel grounded, because groundingness is a very important thing in anything that you do. Otherwise you feel like you're not completely firm on some kind of sense of grounding. The next thing you do is you imagine and feel that your body's touching the chair. That the seat of your body's touching the seat of the chair. And that is the mind-body code for support. The moment that you realize that your body's being held by the chair, your brain will automatically send a signal that says, I don't have to be held. I'm being held. So it brings you back to a moment of really being held and being loved and being taken care of. All that information is in your brain, and it's archived, and it comes out when you say, I am being held. It comes out, and it gives you a sense of support. The next mind-body code is your back. Feel your back toward the chair or toward a wall, or know that there's a wall behind you protecting you, and then nobody can hurt you from your back. The back is where you get the sense of support and the sense of safety. Safety comes from the back, not from intellect. So feel your back touching the chair, and then allow yourself to be grateful, to feel grateful that you're being held and that you are being supported. That alone can give you gratefulness. And the gratefulness allows the information to go in a lot better. The next thing you do is when you close your eyes, you make a commitment that you're going to go into your world, you're going to inward into your world rather than outward. You're going to look to see what's going on inside you, in your world, your universe. And second, you make a commitment that you're worth the time you're taking, that you are worth the time you're taking to go into your world. You have done much for a lot of people, now you have to do for yourself. You're worthy of the time you're taking now. It's a commitment to self-caring. And then the three parts of the body that you can actually control. And what you do is you drop your shoulders. The first thing you want to do, you drop your shoulders. You unclench your teeth. And you let your eyelids fall very softly over your eyes, as if there's someone who loves you, who's covering you. We're a little child and you're protected, and that person's covering you with your eyelids like a blanket or comforter, very softly telling you you're safe, you're loved. And then the next thing you do is you just pay attention to your body. If there's any tension anywhere, don't try to change it. Just pay attention to it and breathe into it. The mind-body code for releasing tension is not to say you want to relax. It's to let the breathing go to that part of the body. It's that simple. You turn off the neurons, and what you're doing is you're using mind-body. Very little neurons to breathe, a lot of neurons to think. And then allow the body to slow down and to go into a state of contemplation. So what we'll do is we'll use one of the immeasurables now. We're going to use the empathic joy, mudita. And what the empathic joy does is that it gives you a tremendous wealth of joy. Because not only can you satisfy and celebrate your joy, but you're also celebrating other people's joy, which gives you a tremendous abundance of joy, yours and everybody else's. So you start with the easy one. You start with feeling and celebrating the joy of someone you love, something that's happened that's really good to somebody that you love, a friend, a partner, a family member, that something good has happened to them, either now or in the past, and you allow yourself to feel the celebration for having known that person, the celebration for that person actually gaining something in their life. Empathic joy, you're giving it out to the person. And then you embody it by looking at what it's doing to your body. How is that manifested in your body? Positive or negative, it doesn't matter. And just breathe into it. Just breathe into that part of the body. To allow it to permeate and to allow it to get rid of what you don't need. And then drop your shoulders, unclench your teeth, and again relax your face. It's like the beginning of a Mona Lisa smile that sends a signal to the nervous system that you're safe. Now we're going to go with a neutral person, somebody that really doesn't matter. It could be someone that you see when you're driving every day, or somebody that you say hello to. It has no emotional connection. And imagine that something really good has happened to that person, that they got a new promotion, they got a new job, they bought a new car, something that they're really happy about. And allow yourself to celebrate their joy. See yourself celebrating their joy, dancing with them and feeling happy that something is good is happening in their life. And then again, embody it. Check your body. See how it's responding. It doesn't have to be good or bad. There's a manifestation. And breathe into your body. It's embodying the immeasurables. Embodying Buddhism, or embodying contemplativeness. That's all you have to do. Then drop your shoulders again. Unclench your teeth, because those are the three parts that get tense, whether good or bad. And then let your face relax into a Mona Lisa smile. And let your eyelids fall softly over your eyes. And now comes the difficult one. This is the one that we're going to work, and it allows you to clean up the people that have been haunting you. Find your enemy. Find the people that betrayed you, the people that abandoned you, or the people that shamed you. Put them in front of you and begin to feel a sense of celebration for them having something good happen in their lives. Something that you know, or something you can imagine happening in their lives. And here's where we include the biocognition. Go to your body and feel anger for that person. Allow righteous anger to come out because they hurt you. You don't care right now about empathy. You're feeling their anger that they did and the things they did to you which were inappropriate. And see where that anger is manifesting, and allow it to just breathe into it. Don't get rid of it. just breathe into it. Your body will take care of it. Breathe into it. Then go back and see if you can just imagine and feel that you're letting that person feel something good about themselves, and you're celebrating that. You're celebrating that that person is moving on with life, that they have a right to be happy, and you can celebrate their happiness. And it doesn't mean you're forgiving them or you're letting them off on what they did. All you're doing is you're celebrating their joy. That's all you're doing. And then go to your body again and feel any disagreement with the feeling or the thought, and breathe into it. If you're angry, allow yourself to be angry and breathe into it. And you notice that as you breathe, what you're doing is you're liberating yourself from that person who is enslaving you. Not intellectually, you're doing it mind, body, spirit. And you breathe into it, and then you drop your shoulders again. You unclench your teeth and let your face relax into the Mona Lisa smile. And you're liberating yourself from that person who enslaved you, but you co-authored the enslaving. And then we'll do it one more time. And when you do it at home, you can do it as much as you want to. You can do it every other day till finally you clean it up. Let's go back to that person that hurt you and find out if it was shaming, abandonment, or betrayal. Find out what it was and see how it feels in your body, being shamed, being abandoned, being betrayed. And breathe into it. You're not forgiving the person, you're just letting go of that person, which is a form of forgiveness. Forgiveness is intellectual and doesn't work. This works. And then breathe and go back and allow yourself to feel celebration for that person's joy, because in the process of doing that, you're also feeling joy for yourself. In the process of being angry with someone else, you're feeling angry with yourself. In the process of hating, you're hating yourself. So you're doing it to free yourself, not because they're worth it. They're not worth it. You are. And then again, breathe into that anger or breathe into the joy, whatever it is that you're feeling. And you're going to find that each time it gets easier and easier to let go of the person. And here's the hardest part. Allow yourself to feel the empathic joy, knowing that you no longer have to be a victim of that person, which means that you can't use that person as an excuse to not be joyful anymore. That's the key to the empathic joy. That person no longer is an excuse for you not to feel joy. You free yourself, and that person cannot enslave you into not feeling joy. That's inclusive empathic joy. That's what it's meant. Inclusive empathic joy. And then drop your shoulders, unclench your teeth, relax your face, feel your body touching the chair, you're supported, feel your back safe, and feel the gratitude to yourself, not to anybody, but to yourself for what you've been able to do tonight. You celebrate who you are. And take a deep breath so you can seal that into your consciousness. And that's embodied empathic joy. And what we'll do is count from 1 to 5. At the end of the count, open your eyes and experience the empathic joy, including yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.